sounds about right. I guess all the caffeine and other narcotics and alcohol has kicked in and we are finally there. So, this is where we show off the versatility of the people who work at the Sidewalk Café.
Yeah.
Because not only is Bob Black holding down the fort with your sound, and everybody give it up for that. And not only is he single-handedly flying that 70s funk flag, the only man who will rock more chest hair than I. Now, Bob Black, I'm going to give you a choice. While you're setting up, would I do material or the story of me and you almost getting arrested? Arrested! Who wants to hear about me and Bob Black almost getting arrested? Very far from here, of course. Now, though my jaws might be grinding from a Red Bull fervor and all of my rage and joy mixed in front of you, this may be stunning, but this balloon man likes his marijuana. It's very, very true. And it's true. And me and Bob Black were on Avenue A, but again, many blocks from here. And we had perhaps the worst handoff of a pipe and a bag of weed in the history of mankind. I had that balloon on my back, so they're at about 5 fucking feet to me with Balloon Clown. He handed it like this as I faced the street and took the bag and the pipe as the police van pulled up not 8 feet away, staring at us both, with me saying to myself, oh, that's probable cause, isn't it? It was. In fact, that does constitute probable cause. And I had it, and I tried the most pathetic push it into my pants while continuing to smile at the police who are getting out of the van, and I'm wishing that I didn't perhaps have the enormous balloon on my back at that particular moment.
No, it makes you kind.
Now, I'm always kind of fucked, but kind, you know, that too. You know how the kind do in jail. So I don't even try with the cops. They're like, we saw it, and I'm like, I bet. I bet you were right there. But I'm smart-ish, and I usually only carry less than a 20. Because that just, you get less than a 20 bag. I'm, you know, like, all right, you got a ticket. Thing is, I don't know if you heard this about our police force. Apparently some of them have a problem with black people.
No, say they
And so this lovely, reputable man was slandered by our police officers, and they said he was a dealer. Even though I was right there saying, the weed is mine. As is the pipe, it's both mine. And they didn't hear that. And Bob Black looked at them and said, it's because I'm black. Not meaning his last name. Not meaning his last name, but in fact, the color of his skin. And it started to get nasty. Goes back and forth, and Bob's like, he just fucking told you. And I'm like, I'm telling you right now, actually, officer. It's very much mine. You can check the fingerprints. You're not going to find his fingerprints. You're just going to find mine, and you've got a stone balloon man. You know, that's what you got right now. But they wanted more than a stone balloon man. They wanted a dealer. So we went back and forth, and finally, the police let Bob Black go. Well, it's not done. See, the thing is, for some reason, this man did not being, like, singled out by racist punks. And so as he walked away, he gave, with a weird-ass smile, I must say, a middle finger to the police officers. Yeah! Well, actually, no. No. As it turns out, it's 3:30 in the morning. They're actually very angry men sometimes. I don't know if you know this about our police. And so they immediately charged Bob Black, and they put handcuffs on them. No. Yes, it's true. He was in handcuffs. That's where I leaned into Bob Black, and I'm like, Bob, you have to work all weekend. You're going to the Tombs. Shush. And then you look up at the police officer and you say, it's 3:30 in the morning. If you take him to jail, you have another 2 hours of paperwork. You will add 2 hours to your night for a man who is not a dealer, and again, I will go on record, it's mine. This tiny little bag of plant is mine. They let Bob Black go. Yeah. They did. They turned to me, they wrote me out a ticket, and I'm like, well, I'm a comic. This actually helps my career. They sort of laughed at that. The deal with Bob Black leaving was that he was supposed to be very, very gone. But the thing is, Bob Black, not just an amazing artist, not just somebody who hooks up the sound here and is diligent at that, he's also a really good friend, and he was worried about his wayward balloon man. And so a block and a half up, he appears out of the fucking darkness, and he's like, dude. And I'm like, dude. He's like, he's got our weed. He's like, our weed. And that is the second where the fucking cops pull up yet again. And they're pointing at us, and they're going, like this. And they're about to get out of the car and now take us to jail. But folks, miracles can happen. 4 blocks down, the sirens lit up. And they went, and then 4 blocks in another direction, you heard the sirens. And they got a call with actual crime, I'm assuming, like something that they actually needed to do. And they looked at us and they went, ah! And then drove away. We are about to freaking... I heard him once and I was in love. Oh, you want me to keep going?
No. Finish so I can use the microphone.
Oh, you want to use the microphone? Should we let Rebecca and her much better voice than mine take the microphone? I think so. Do it up, Soul Candy!